Hello, this is Mark Smith with Family Tree Counseling Associates, and my topic for my video today is don't just chase your dreams, stalk them. Excuse me. I know that I had made a commitment to write about shame and do videos about shame for 10 weeks, but as a writer you just sort of go with what comes up, and I searched long and hard about a shame topic this past week, but just nothing came. But there were several really inspiring quotes that just sort of came to me this week around dreams, vision, goals that I just thought were talking to me, so I blogged about it, and so now I'm going to share it in the video. Henry David Thoreau said, "Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake." Love that. These days, it seems like most of us come across really powerful quotes through, of all places, Facebook. And several months ago, I got a really nice quote. It has a picture of a cat on it, and it says, "Don't just chase your dreams, stalk them. Hide in the bushes. Follow them around town. If your dreams aren't seriously considering a restraining order against you, then get busy." Unfortunately, like many quotes on Facebook, I haven't been able to determine the origin of this quote, but I love the quote because it talks about wholeheartedness and determination in pursuing your dreams. This week I was in the lunch line at a cafeteria that I go to have lunch every week, and the cashier, who's a friend of mine, said, "Are you living the dream?" And I pretty weakly and defeatedly said, "Not so much. I'm just trying to get through the day and survive, actually." And it made me feel a little bit hollow saying that. I want to be living the dream. I don't want to settle for just walking around disconnected from myself and disconnected from my potential. I believe that most of us settle for small and easily attainable dreams, because dreaming and achieving huge dreams takes far more courage, determination, faith, energy, sacrifice, stick-to-itiveness, healthy entitlement, and vision than most of us have in us to invest. It's easier to live for today, find a comforting way to numb yourself, and just sit back and watch the days click by. Another quote that was always a favorite of mine, I first came across this quote in a fortune cookie. And some of my readers, longtime readers, will know that I've quoted this 3 or 4 times through the years, because it really is one of my favorite quotes. Turns out the author wasn't some Chinese fella who makes fortune cookies. It was a guy named Harvey Mackay. And he said, "A dream is just a dream. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline. A dream is just a dream. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline." It really isn't enough to just have an amazing dream. I remember a song from when I was a little kid, "Dream, Dream, dream, dream whenever I want you. All I got to do is dream. Apologize for that. I can't believe I did that. You remember the song, you older folks? And the punchline was, the problem is I'm dreaming my life away. And many of us do that, not just with our love lives, but also with our lives in general and our professional lives in particular. When you combine your huge dream with a concrete plan that's actionable and a reasonable but very firm deadline, and you combine that with tons of courage, drive, faith, energy, determination, and sacrifice, then you, my friend, will become a dream-realizing machine. Part of why I'm talking on this subject today, I'm sort of preaching to myself. When I was early in my career, the plan was for me to become a minister, and when I was in ministerial training school, Bible school, we had one preacher there, and he would preach, and then he would get all exuberant, and he said he'd done preached himself happy. And so I'm sort of talking to myself here, and if anybody else gets anything out of it, then that's awesome. But recently, I was driving a U-Haul truck to Bloomington, Indiana University, and I was gathering some belongings of two of my kids who go there, and my third child is headed there in August. And it just dawned on me that I really don't have to be in Indiana full-time the way I used to be, because my kids are going to be in college. They're not going to be around. And so my dream is to be a writer, and to write about abandonment issues, obviously, shame, which I'm currently working on, affair recovery, counterdependency, codependency, boundaries, forgiveness, not being a victim. There are so many things that I would like to write about. Recovery issues, marital issues. But in my current setup, I've got a big mortgage and lots of responsibilities and not much time to be able to write. So I'm going to sell my big house and get rid of a lot of my belongings, and I'm going to redesign my life where I'm going to be half-time or even three-quarter time eventually at a beach somewhere, probably in South Carolina, and be writing and fulfilling the calling that I have to write and to share what I believe to be some really powerful information and a paradigm that has a great deal of truth with people from all over the world, rather than one couple at a time sitting in front of me in Carmel, Indiana. So I'm really excited about that, but it is going to call for a great deal of sacrifice, and it probably from a distance looks sort of silly to make yourself more poor and less successful looking. But when I'm walking around on the beach, sitting in my little chair, typing on my little iPad mini, that'll be me living the dream. It won't look like I'm living much of a dream, but it will be for me. Another quote that I came across, actually got this listening to Brene Brown. You guys are going to hear me talk about Brene Brown quite a bit. She's a shame researcher. I thought that John Bradshaw was the world's foremost expert on shame, but I don't think he is anymore. He was for many years, and he had written a definitive book on shame. But I am now listening to several books by Brene Brown around shame and wholeheartedness, and she's brilliant. and she backs up her material with a lot of research. And many of you have probably seen her on YouTube. She has one YouTube she made in 2010 that has been seen like 9 million times. It's like gone totally viral. And I will be writing about her and having links to her books and to her YouTube videos. She's my new hero because she is saying the exact same things that I will be saying to you. Her way of finding out this information was researching and sitting in front of research couples. She said she sat in front of 1,000 in the past 10 years. Well, in the past 27 years, I've probably sat in front of several thousand individuals. And we're coming up with exactly the same information about shame, abandonment, entitlement, boundaries, self-love, living wholeheartedly. So I'm going to really champion her work. But I got this quote. It wasn't her quote. It was from a guy named Howard Thurmond. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive. And go do it. Because the world, what the world needs is people who've come alive. That's a good quote. People who have come alive, no matter what they're doing, are going to enrich and bless the world. And then that is going to come back on them as they give to the world. They are going to be blessed as well. Living the dream isn't about being rich or famous or looking successful or impressive. As I said, for me, I'll probably look like a beach bum, and I'll be reducing my income and appearing to be quite a bit less successful. And living your dream might very well involve some sacrifices and some hardships and some deprivations and some demotions of sort. But as long as you're fanning the flame of your calling, of your unique vision, of your unique gifts, your big heartfelt dream, then you absolutely positively are living your dream large. As the quote said, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive. Because what the world needs is people who've come alive. Search your heart and soul for direction about what your next courageous step is, and then go make it happen. That's exciting. That'll put a spring in your step when you hop out of bed every morning. So I want to encourage people to visit our website, familytreecounseling.com. I have 5 ebooks for sale there, including my book on abandonment, managing abandonment issues through recovery. I want to also encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Family Tree Counseling. So I hope that you are connected to your heart, connected to who you are and who God made you to be. And it's my prayer for you that you might figure out your calling and figure out your dream, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be something spectacular. It can be something like buying a home or getting out of debt or building a healthier marriage, being a better parent, losing 20 pounds. Those are vibrant, powerful dreams. But I want to encourage you to dream those and then really focus on what you're supposed to be doing and what you're called to do. And it will feel wonderful for you to have that dream and achieve it. And then you know that you have the ability to conceive things in the imagination of your heart and then go out and make it happen. And that'll be a lot of fun. And it's sort of what life is about, is being true to yourself, being real, being authentic, and having a great deal of joy and passion in life. So thank you for watching today. God bless.